Hi everyone, it's Gina. I'm going to go ahead and do our Forum 5 discussion questions. Number 1, describe the key points that you learned from the video. So when I watched the video, I felt that one, the parents went to the extreme as far as they weren't getting what they wanted and results that happened. They went to the extreme as far as going directly, taking them to court. Um, I'm not a parent myself, but I feel that parents nowadays, and even watching the video, I feel that parents think that their student athlete is the best out there, which I think in reality, men the mentality of that, um, it's kind of a harsh reality for them, because when it comes to it, you could be this great athlete in high school with, you're competing against, a handful of athletes throughout your league. And then you get into the college realm and it's now you're competing against thousands. And I think as years pass, it gets even more competitive and it's harder to earn those athletic scholarships. And it's harder to even earn a spot on that team. Um, I feel that a lot of parents, when they see that they have some talent, their student athlete has some talent, they push them and they push them hard to the point of the kids burn out and they no longer enjoy playing anymore. And with the parents' mentality of that, they think that their child automatically is good enough to go pro someday or to get a full ride scholarship to a college. Um, Throughout the video, I saw, parents have that frame of mind that they know best. Regardless, it's their child. They know what's best for their child. Um, so when it came to playing time and all of that, they knew best. They knew that their child was better than the next and that they should be playing or they should be on this level. Or, with one of the parent on the video said that the coach pitched him too many times. Um, I get that there is an extent to, yes, parents know their child the best. However, when it comes down to it too, especially in high school and me myself being a coach, I spend 4 hours a day with their child, specifically in that sport. So sometimes a lot of the parents, especially in water polo, never experienced the sport before. So I feel like in this category, I feel like I know their child best. Um, Throughout the video, being a coach, watching it, for a fact, I know for a fact out of 9 years of coaching, I cannot make everyone happy. I cannot make every parent happy. I cannot make, every player happy. Um, but I have to stand by my decisions. So that's one of the things that I saw in the video too is that being a coach, you can't make everyone happy. And then I felt like in the video, students couldn't do wrong. The student athletes that were presented in there by their parents, it was automatically the school, the district, the coach's fault. It wasn't, they never pointed out, the students, if the student was at fault. A good example is the one with the basketball player, how his brother played for UCLA, how his cousin played for um, the NBA and his son couldn't even make varsity. And to me, it's just like, okay, there could possibly be a background to that. Um, Maybe his son's uncoachable, and it's really hard to work with someone that is uncoachable. And I think I would choose a coachable player that has potential than an uncoachable player that I know has the potential, but doesn't want to listen. Number 2, describe what changes you may consider in your approach to coaching as a result of the video. I don't think I will necessarily change my coaching style. I know that I adjust my coaching style as I grow professionally, and I know that I've changed a lot from my first year of coaching to my 9th year of coaching. I know that I've picked up certain techniques throughout the years from other coaches, and I think one of the things that I know that I have recently picked up and done a majority of is just documenting everything. Injuries, you know, unfortunately, parent confrontations, if it comes to that point. I know that my first couple years of coaching, I was an assistant. And one of the things that I brought on when I became a head coach was a student athlete participation contract. And that contract has been well adjusted over the years to kind of adjust experiences that I've had throughout previous seasons. So I think my contracts change on a basis where it pertains to that particular sport, I guess you can say. I know that I can't make everyone happy, parents, players, but I do know that I have to take into account feelings, listening and trying to help, the student athlete better themselves. So I think that those are like the major things that I wrote down as far as, I don't want to say that I'm going to make any changes to the way I coach. I feel that I'm a successful coach, but at the same time, I feel that I'm still growing, both personally and professionally. Lastly, finally, what suggestions do you have for coaches currently in the field? I have a young coaching staff. I think between the 6 of us, one's in their 40s, then me and my other coach are in our 30s, and then the other 3 are in their 20s and late teens. And the reason why we have so many coaches on staff is just be able to work with smaller groups. So coaches that are currently in the field, remember why you became a coach. Remember that in one way, shape, or form, you had a passion to make a difference in these student athletes' lives, and you became, or you came into that profession for a reason. For the position that you're at, remember that you were hired in that position for a reason. Because that school or that district chose you because they felt that you fit best at their school in that program. And don't let anyone else tell you differently. You went through the interview, you went through the time with the kids. Just don't forget why you initially became a coach. I think that's the biggest thing that I can emphasize. When you feel like giving up, when you feel like maybe this wasn't your thing, just realize that it's, it might be a little bit of a hurdle that you have to get over. I know that my dad's been coaching for, I think, 46 years now, collegiate baseball, and I'm barely going into my 9th year. And sometimes I get to a point where I ask myself if I'm really enjoying it, if I'm really happy with being where I'm at. I know I love teaching. I know that teaching is my passion. Um, I thought at one point coaching was. And I feel that maybe now I'm getting to the point where I'm at that burnout point of coaching and I want to focus on teaching, but I haven't taken that step yet. So I hope those key points and changes that I stated in my coaching approach and suggestions for coaches in the current field help some of you, or maybe kind of like turns on a light for some of you. Maybe you thought or you were thinking the same thing. I hope everyone has a great week, and we are over the halfway point. So have a good rest of the week, and I can't wait to see some of your video responses.